Welcome to Wayne Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the first crack at it in the... And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question...
Wash your goddamn hands.
It's one thing to watch it.
Where you wash your hands at?
Another thing to stop. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering...
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Hokey, high-tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love
And you need to put that silverware in the drawer.
They love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Byrne. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10
You wash your
plays
goddamn
on the
hands.
opening drive.
Come on about my kitchen.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Wait.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out.
You like the original kind.
I know he thinks he can have every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at 14. So Syracuse's offense will get the ball for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a chance. And he was able to get away from one tackle. Plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Power football with the run. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Punts it out of the air. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Reads it, fires complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll try the left side. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to hit the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25, he's got room. Flying out to the left. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he got
I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here's the give off the left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after it. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Back to throw, it's Byrne. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Using his legs, it's Burnett. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
The Hokies will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they grab it in the end zone. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Slithers into space. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 5 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But
turns it on down the left side. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Harper. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Quick release by the QB. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Byrne. Safe completion on the screen. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. They got it. It's blocked.
Yeah, man, that is a big-time play for this special teams unit. You got a chance to go down. Now you're still up. You get the football back. Really nice job by this special teams unit.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
That pass is incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch down the right side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the Good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball, they can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
They'll give it to the back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And it's right down the boulevard. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires on the move. A missed opportunity on that errant pass.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats.
Touchdown, Hokie! They move on top here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back on. They had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 25. Open spaces. Touchdown, Orange. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Byrne. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Hokies are on the move. To the air on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. With this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over UConn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Connor. Hard running there. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokie.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, but certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.